Quick. Come to yoga time. Please come to the back of your body with your knees bent. Lie back. Lie back any way that is comfortable for a few moments. Letting your spine rest. Any time of day, giving your spine a rest. Giving your hip flexors a rest. We can call this pose constructive rest. Knees bent, centered spine. Notice where you touch the ground with your spine and where you don't. The places where our spine lifts away are called the secondary curves. Meaning we didn't start with those. Breathing awareness. Relax your eyes. Maybe let them close, or just let in a little bit of light soften around your eyes. Inhale between the center of your eyebrows. Exhale back in between your ears, softening that midbrain space. Do that a few more times. Breathe in. Just think about the center of your forehead. Breathing there. Breathing out. Back behind that spot into the brain. Another. One more time. Full body awareness. Inhale when you're ready. Stretch that breath. Sound through the nose. Float in the fullness. Feel it come up towards your throat, reminding you to have your throat soft and open in this position. And breathing out from that place, come down, rib cage, belly sinks, low belly tones. And relax. Bring your knees to your chest. So a little stability in the low belly. If you practice lifting both, you can do that. One at a time is generally a good idea, it's easier. And let's check in with primary curves of the spine, meaning before we were born, we are curled up in a little ball with our limbs. So our heads are curled in as well, and our neck doesn't have the curve. Bring in yourself into a little seed. Tuck your chin, try not to strain your neck at all. Hold firmly with your arms. Breathe 2 more times, round. Consolidated into forwardness. And then ease your head back down, long neck, open throat. Bring your feet down one at a time. Coming to a light twist, bringing both of your knees over towards the right side. So really roll onto the right side of your pelvis. Go slowly. You can tuck something between your knees or just use your feet to help keep the separation. This keeps the lower back stable and focuses the rotation up the back into the middle and upper back. Stretch out your opposite arm, turn your head away from your knees. The other arm, where would you like it to be? You could do the reaching out arm or use it to support. Okay, 5. Breathe in this shape with spinal awareness. Letting the earth hold you, and you can rest in the twist. You can spend your energy on getting into your breath awareness, finding space for your breath. One more slow round. Head back to center. Flip over your hands. Come slowly back. Pick up and reset. Find your constructive rest, bent knees, centered spine, long neck, open throat, grounded. Breathe out. Gently sink the low belly. Create that tone and awareness below the breath. And then pick up and come to the side of your pelvis for the other side. This is the two knees twist. Take care of your shoulders. It's okay to really roll over towards the side and then open away to rotate the mid back and the neck. The belly has to be relaxed enough to allow the rotation in the spine. So you can keep a light tone without stopping the movement. Just keep awareness, but not any sort of gripping with your belly. I forgot my new audio. I'll be right back. Carry on. Breathe deeply. This lying twist, good for mid-back stiffness. Returning to the back of your body, resettle into the bridge foundation. And on that note, coming up into bridge pose to strengthen hips, to warm up spine, ground your arms, centered spine, breathe out. A sense of readiness here. Inhale, press your feet. If they're close to your body and a little bit wide, that can make it easier to come up. Use everything that touches the ground to help you lift. Calmly breathe. Notice your rib cage moving right here in front of your face as you are breathing, or it's below your face in your peripheral downward vision. One more time, breathe in. You don't have to come up higher, just breathe in. Come down slowly, notice spine, top to bottom. So the mid back lowering down one segment at a time. Gradually release your spine into the floor. You go through that primary curve in the low back and then it lifts away. One more time, coming up for a 5-breath hold. Breathe in when you're ready, press your feet, feel your spine lift up gradually off the ground. Check in to the back of your skull being centered. Lift the corners of your mouth lightly. Meeting every shape with calmness, with a detachment and an open heart. One more time, breathe in. Maybe lift a little higher on this one. But most importantly, come down slowly. Ease your spine down. Noticing how that work is good for the whole body, for the hips, the spine ring in your knees. Come back to your little seed. Consider rocking. A little up and down the spine on either side, rocking. No harming. Bring your head back down, relax for a moment. And consider coming up to standing from here. Choose your path. Going to the side or rocking up. Working your way forward in space to come to your knees. Eventually to your feet. Finding your way up. Just use your whole body and take a little time for the process, settling into mountain
pose. Bring together your hands. Exhale, release your arms. Take a moment to scan your body and mountain, tall and relaxed. Notice your spine. Press your feet. Balance in your pelvis. Downward centered gazing. Axial spine, tall and neutral. When we bring up our arms, try not to change the spine. So keep your belly grounded, your front ribs together. Just bring up your arms. So you might have to stop at some point before they're up by your ears. That's okay. Let your back ribs lift. Upward hands pose. Neutral spine. One more time. Notice if you tend to go into back bend here, and don't today. I do. Come down, release. Oh, interesting exploration. Now coming up and allowing the back bend. Exhale, grounded, legs strong. Inhale, arms up. Let your front ribs lift, your back ribs lift, your face go up. Little back bend. Breathe. Just bringing the arms up. Naturally extends the spine. One more time. And bring down your arms, release. Turn out your feet a little bit, standing slightly wide, comfortably wide. For a standing rotation, let some free movement come into your shoulders for a moment, your arms, your ribs, and then maybe some of these. I know some of you like these. Swings, be mindful that you naturally come to this pattern because it creates a sense of freedom and helps ease the upper body, the mid back. One more time, each way. Come back to the right side. Wrap your left arm in front of your waist. Tuck your right arm behind. So I've done the fingers down, palm back to wrap behind, and then turn your spine.
Awesome. Your signal is wobbling a bit.
Thank you. Okay, do this on both sides while I switch to my other connection. Thanks, Joanne. But finish this side first, please. Do not be disturbed. Stay with your mindfulness. Okay, there it goes. Thank you for your patience. Okay. All right, back to center. Please cross your right leg in front of your left for the crossover side bend. Look down, cross, let your brain know what's happening, and then find your mountain pose again. Bring up your arms with your shoulders down. Graceful. Catch your right wrist lightly and side bend, go slowly, long and over towards the left with a downward face. just the right amount in your body. Feel that connection from hand to feet, hands to feet. One more time. Customize for your body and then come up with some slowness. Reverse out, find the tall part, and then bring down your arms and release your legs. Other way. So this is a meditation to create the shape on the other side, creating a balance. Even when there's asymmetry, it's fine. You just do the pose on each side. Let it find the right amount. Set your gaze, your breath. Create peace in your body by taking away excess effort. Letting your mind be spacious as your breath lengthens out. Breathe in, coming up, slowly release and come down. Uncross your legs. A little free movement there in your hips. Awareness. Feel where they're in a little close to the center of your body than you might think. Swing your arms front and back a few times. Wiggle your fingers. Inhale, bring them up alongside your ears. Lift front and back ribs and the plane of your face. Exhale, bring your pelvis forward. Go back a little bit in space. Gaze down your nose. Inhale, pelvis back underneath. Slowly forward fold. You may bend your knees. Come where your hands reach. Bring your chin towards your legs. Finish breathing out or breathe out again. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen your arms and your spine. Before you breathe out, bring down your hands. Step your right leg, left leg, and then breathe out slowly one time. It's okay if you're developing all this. Upward dog, bring down your knees. Let's just breathe freely for a moment. To be mindful not to dump into your lower back. So stand tabletop a sec, or your neck. The principles of back bending are a little engagement in the low belly, bringing the pelvis forward, ease your pelvis towards the floor and between your hands. Lift your whole ribs front and back and gaze down. You may also engage your pelvic floor to support this work. One more breath deeply. Increases lung circulation. Slowly go back to your hands and knees. Tuck your toes, puppy pose. Spacious under the armpits. Broad chest, opening the chest. Bring your head down. And then you might have put some effort into coming here. So what can you ease off on? Let your hands spread on the ground. Head grounding. Just the right amount in your feet. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Cow spine, inhale, pull the hands under, release the toes, and gently extend. So there's a long breath in. Notice your spine, especially today. Breathe out, tail down. Don't move your hips. Press your hands, chin towards your chest. Slowly lengthen head and tail into cow. And head and tail into cat. That one again, head and tail. Find their gentle extension. And flexion, exhale, head and tail down at the same time. Last one, maybe start with the tail lift and gently extend, gradual part forward, and then start with your head down into cat, mid back round, curl down the spine to the tail. and neutral. Rise up to kneeling position, roll your shoulders back. Stepping to low lunge with your right foot. So you could use your hands or try not to use your hands. So if it's not going to happen without using your hands, use your hands. It's okay. If you need a little extra, you can give yourself a little extra under your knee. Have a moment for that. Find your balance. Arms free. That back heart alignment. Broad at the top of the shoulder blades. Together at the bottom of the shoulder blades. Ground into both of your feet. The spine is neutral. Inhale, reach up your arms. Exhale, turn towards the right side. Let your belly turn, your ribs, your chin, and your eyes. Reach front and back. Press into that front foot especially. One more time. Come slowly back to center and bring down your arms. Changing sides. So it's fine to go to your hands. Concentrate. A moment to find balance. Find neutral spine position. Ground your feet. Inhale, float up your arms. Tall spine. Exhale, turning towards the left. Turn your belly first and then go up your spine. Head turns and eyes turn back. Reach the arms. Breathe. Not holding back from the poses either. So not forcing and not holding back. 5 breaths to create the strength and the length. Come back to center. Bring down your arms. Bring back your leg beside the other one. Bring down your hands. Elbows bend. Hug in towards the middle and reach your chest through to the upward dog position or cow spine. I'm staying on my knees, mindful of the spine. Through tabletop to downward dog or puppy. So prepare your hands on your way there. And then when you get there, if you want to start resetting things, start with your hands. Press the arms straight, shoulders spin outward towards the heart in the front of the body. Head down between the arms. Long spine, reach your hips up, up, up into the air, and then back and down into the heels. Hold steady for this one. One more time, breathe deeply. Inhale, come to the front of the mat. And halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stand, press feet. Take the time you need. Breathe very slowly, even take extra breaths. Hands touch at the top of the inhale, exhale. Arrange your shoulders and your shoulder blades as you come down, bringing down your arms. On the subject of the shoulder blades, one exercise to bring strength is the practice of breath of fire with arm movements. Make sure you have room on either side of you. So stagger yourselves if you're practicing together. Bring up your arms. Remember to lift your whole rib cage, not just the front. Open your hands. This is the inhale movement. Exhale is a squeeze of the hands and a pull, a resisted pull down into the sides. Twice more slowly. Inhale, open, reach. Exhale, pull. Come down. Notice your shoulder blades. They're connected to your spine. Bring down your shoulder blades. This helps create strength. We need pulling energy in our lives. And release. A second one is a forward reach open, breathing in. Breathe out, squeeze your hands and pull your elbows and hands in by your side. Squeeze shoulder blades together and down. Twice more slowly. Inhale, open, reach forward. Exhale, shoulder blades together and down. One more time. Help teaching them where they need to go and giving them some strength. And relax. Back to our sun breathing. Bend your knees, reach your arms. Utkatasana. Lift the corners of your mouth. There's a little back bend here, plus a squat, open feet. But all is only 5 breaths. 4, 5. Uttanasana, counter movement, forward fold for 5 breaths. Come down, you may bend your knees. Calm energy, lengthening the low back around the seat, the whole back of the body. Breathe out slowly one more time. Take the time for it. And then bend your knees, spread your hands, index fingers forward. Take the other leg back first this time to plank pose with your feet as wide as the mat. 1, use your whole body. 2, maybe your knees are down, it's fine. 3, 4, wide belter on the waist, calm. Using the muscles on the sides of your rib cage by pressing your hands. Step your feet back hip distance apart, lower your knees. Release your feet, up dog or cow spine. Downward dog, whole spinal movement. Step in, press the hands. So that strengthening the serratus muscles along the rib cage is true here as well as in the plank by pushing into the hands. The muscles along the sides of the ribs can help you out here. Strong and open. Let your heels reach down, maybe lift your toes a little bit. Breathe one more time. Relax your feet, breathing out. Stepping to warrior A with your left foot first. Step it forward, angle the back heel while you're still down here. Press into both feet and stand up, rib cage towards the front of your mat. You might need to just take a moment to settle and find your posture. There's a back bend in this one. So you bring up your arms, your pelvis comes forward and your rib cage lifts, downward gaze. Knee over the ankle on the front leg. Gathering the energy represented here. Warrior B, releasing the energy where you want it to go. Turn your back foot to the side, resettle into the side facing lunge, neutral spine. Add the turn of only the head and reach the arms. Feel yourself in space. One more time. Reverse, keep the foundation. Leaning back, gazing down. If you bring your top hand to the back of your skull, somewhere you can help lengthen out the underside of that top arm. Feel how it connects all the way to your low back. One more breath. And releasing the windmill of the hands back to the ground, going back to downward dog. Take your time to work your way back there, maybe flow through the upward dog position as well. So that we can come to warrior the same way we did on the other side. 5 breaths here. Press your hands, activate along your side ribs. Uplift in the low belly is strong in this pose. Increasing your personal power represented in this strong belly, Manipura pose, belly center pose. And then the right foot forward, warrior A, angle the back foot. Press into that one leg squat in the front leg to come up. Set your spine, shoulders and rib cage. Arms up. And try not touching the hands, but just trying to sense their energy. That sense of gathering energy. One more time. Exhale, transition to the side. I always need to make more space between my feet here. So do those things you need to do to make the shape on this side. Warrior B is a whole different thing. It's got a neutral spine, torso and hips to the side, arms reach, head turning. Feel yourself in space. Sensing the unseen back hand and arm, the whole back of your body. Try to equally sense everything. And then breathe out, bring down your back hand, reverse warrior with the option to take the top arm and touch the hand to the back of the skull, not putting pressure on the neck at all, but just lengthening that underside of your arm. We come back into extension, back bending, so downward gazing. One more. Release these actions, turn into wide parallel feet on the left side of your mat. Look down, toes even. Stand tall in the center, set your shoulders and shoulder blades. Bend your right knee towards your toes. Lateral lunge, so not turning out. Toes are facing the side of your mat, knee does too. Stay more upright or add more weight if you'd like to. 5 breaths. Any weight is going right downward. It's not changing in or out position. It's just downward energy. Femur to the foot. Breathe out one more time. Lateral lunge and come up. Find center. Tall spine. And the other side. Knee bends towards the toes. Look at it. Feel it. Make sure you go the right amount for yourself. Maybe add that second hand and downward. Not in or out with any extra weight. 2. Spread both feet, releasing any gripping. One more time. Notice how you're using both feet. And a strong push to straighten that leg. Tall spine center, inhale. Exhale. Float your arms, inhale. Weave your fingers behind your back, exhale. Or hold on to your opposite elbow. Squeezing your shoulder blades together a little bit, but not forcing the front of the chest where the shoulder comes in. So don't overdo that. Keep a little bit of forwardness in your shoulders while you squeeze your shoulder blades. Right ear towards the right shoulder. Breathe deeply. Standing like this strengthens the ankles, firms the legs, is deeply grounding. Ease your chin towards your chest. Check in with your arms and shoulder blades. You're in charge. And the third breath out. Lift your chin. Relax your arms and change to the other weave or the other hold. Take a moment and just reset and open your feet. And we'll do 2 more movements. Left ear towards the left shoulder. Just the right amount of shoulder blade squeezing for your body right now. Ease your chin towards your chest. Breathe out. Lengthening your neck. Come up. Lengthen your neck and then lift your chin just a little bit with a long neck. You can do that some more if it feels good in your body, but just learn to have a long neck and then lift your chin. Stretching that throat a little bit. Mindful of the hands, not too much. One more time, a little bit of a back bend with the neck. Lift the back of your skull. Relax and release everything. Slide your hands down to a wide standing forward fold. Just let all of that soften, all that shoulder and neck work. Let it hang. Let the roots of your big toes do their thing, where they are earth energy connectors. Just let them spread open on the ground and stay on the ground, and they'll help hold you up. Coming up with an inhale, take some time. Set your shoulders. Triangle pose to the front of your mat. Turn your hip and your leg all the way out. Hands on the low belly. Noticing this as a core pose today. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Lean out, over and down. So this lengthens and strengthens in the lower back. Bring down your right hand. Float it by your leg or touch the leg if you need that stability. Take your other hand away from your belly, up where you can see it as you turn your head. It's a legs pose, but it's also a core pose to hold the torso to the side. Calmly do that one more time. Belly center aware, come through and exhale. And stand up. You could bring your hands back to the belly or not, and come up slowly with awareness of that center. And to the other side, back to wide parallel feet, and turning out your other leg. Back, other side, belly hold as you lean out and down. Float the bottom hand as an option today. Reach up and turn your eyes towards that upward hand. Spread feet, legs firm. Both sides of the waist lengthening. And belly strong. One more time. Inhale, coming up. Exhale. Work your way back to the front section of your mat. Do the warrior C and the leg float, and then we'll come down to the ground. Get ready for some balance. Sometimes I do some shimmying just to get energy out of myself. And then wherever you are, breathe out and be still. Bringing your right leg back in space, straight. You can just pull it back, keep the toes on the ground. There's the energy of the pose. You may stay or lift the leg. Leaning out and down. reaching towards something imaginary on the floor in front of you, or wherever your hands are useful right now. You can touch the floor if you want to, or a block. Keep trying. 3, 4, 5. Standing up. If you need to reset, touch down. If not, carry on, bringing that leg forward, toes to the floor in front, or lift the leg. Knee could bend. 1, 2, point the toes, reach. 3, 4, lift as high as you can. 1 more breath. And spread your foot. Come down, bring yourself back to mountain. Gather your concentration. Make sure your standing foot feels like it has the right angle to it. You can do a little test. And then slide your other toes back behind you, legs straight. There's the energy of the pose. You can work right there. Asymmetrical, that's a balance challenge on its own. Bring up the leg if you would like to. Bowing forward, lifting the leg. Hands wherever they help you. Concentrate, or together hands can help with brain cooperation. Exhaling for 3, inhale. Exhale, last one. Keep trying the whole time. Coming forward, pass through and do a reset if you need to. And bring the leg out into the float. Reach, reach. 1, 2, stand tall. 3, 4, point the toes. 1 more time, lift, lift. Come down, spread. And let be. Interlace, press forward and up. Release your fingers carefully and come down. Tilt your pelvis. Bend your knees. Rest your chest towards your thighs. Bring down your hands, coming to lizard pose. So you could go ahead and bring your hands on the inside of your left foot as you step your right leg back. Work your way into this lunge variation, turning out the knee and the toes and the arms on the inside, up or down, back knee up or down. Find your own lizard and breathe 5. Long neck, spinal awareness. No forcing. Slowly transition your hips back to straighten your front leg. Cross both arms. Ease the toes back. So you could touch the outer leg or come across. Listen to your body. Calm, forward fold, calm energy. Gently lengthening and breathing into tension in your body. Loving awareness. With peacefulness, it can help create peacefulness in the body. Slowly release this side. Coming to the second side, lizard and Ardha Hanuman. Hanuman coming on the inside. Now there's this project of arrangement, back knee up or down, and the placement of it, the angling of this front leg and hip. Spinal awareness, arms up or down. 5, 4, 3. How's your heart? Gently open here, even if you're on your forearms. One more time. Ease back to Ardha Hanumanasana. That transition, take it nice and slowly. It's a big transition. Come across, lateral movement, little rotation, and a forward bow. Be precise, just the right amount. Breath is a gauge. If you can breathe well, usually a good indication. Please take your time coming out of this shape, these actions, releasing, bringing the leg back for a threading needle position. Rotation of the spine out to the right side, open. And then rotation to the left side, coming through, palm faces up. Use your bottom hand and grounded feet and legs to ease your head to the floor above your ear, so your neck is long. You can use cushioning underneath your shoulder or head. Toes come together. You are in charge. Downward facing twist. Little tone in the low belly and pelvic floor. One more time. Wait for an exhale. Let it travel to your low belly. So there's some stability there, helping you come up and out. Open back to the right, inhale energy. And exhale, slowly come down for the other side. And give your knees a new spot. Open out as you're ready. Go slowly here. Part of the magic of this pose is we go both ways with rotation. Take your time coming through. Use all of those cues for stability. Long neck, so important. I always reset my hand here. Do that if you need to, so that I feel lots of stability from both hands, from both feet. Practicing neutrality to your fresh perspective here, whatever is in front of your eyes now, just be neutral towards it. And come out. Of course, if like your dog or cat is there, then you might have to shine loving awareness all over that, but that's different than the corner of your ceiling. Come down, breathe out. Make your way to the back of your body, a little spinal movement, cat and cow or up and down dog, to recenter things first. Come and sit, please, and stretch out your left leg. Bring your right foot to the inner thigh, out and down. Janushirasana. And 8. Take so much time to come out of that shape. Come up really slowly. Pause in neutral and then come to the other side. creating the foundation just like in all the other shapes, and then exploring the potential movement in your body. Just let it be right for you right now. Emptying breaths as we come to finishing. Breathing out again. And then come up with slowness. Coming to the back of your body and inverting. And then resting. As you lie back, you can pick up your feet and legs and bring them on into the air. Center your spine. Just find something that you enjoy with the legs upside down. Resting phases of the breath. Perhaps some figure four on each side if you'd like to. Or crossing at the knees like cow face pose. Second side, or 5 more cycles of breath wherever you are working with your legs off the ground. You can add in some foot and ankle movement if it works. Exhale, be still. And then release from where you are. Stretch out to resting pose. Take your time, but only do what is necessary, like you do coming into any other shape. Just the refinements needed, and then you're in the pose. And this one is removing the effort pose. Just let yourself be still. The resting in phases of the breath might deepen. Letting go of any holding. Softening the eyes. Each breath softening the space between the ears and between the eyebrows. Gradually make your way back into your little seed, into your primary curves. Release your head back carefully, feeling that natural lifted curve of the neck. Letting that be imprinted, the long neck and the open throat. One foot at a time to the ground. Letting the lift in the lower back be imprinted here. That gentle curve of the low back. Rest your hands to your belly center and ask the front body to participate in the support of the back. Offer gratitude for it. Exhale, sinking that zone, that low belly towards the spine. Feel the pelvic floor come in as well. They're connected to each other. Letting that be imprinted, that grounded and subtle core strength. And relax. Move your fingers and toes. Coming back to seated. Move with awareness of your spine. The rock up as an option. The going to the side is also an option. And if you go to the side, mindful of engaging the belly as you come over so that you have that support. Come and sit for a moment, cross legs or sit on your heels. Spine full of vitality, increased vital energy, deeply grounded as well. I hope that you feel balanced. If you like a longer rest, feel free to lie back down and receive that or do some more meditation. Offer your gratitude for this practice and tradition and anything else. Inhale deeply, press your hand. Have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Blossom.
Thank you, Blossom.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Blossom.
That was good.